And then I know you've edited a lot of these startup accelerator contracts, so I was kind of curious, like, what are some clauses that founders should be aware of when signing these deals? Is there anything they should be maybe watching out for?
There's two. Fees is one, right? Some of these programs, it's like they invest 200K, but then they charge you 50K or something for the program.
Yeah.
It's a little shady. The way I just would think about that is like they're actually just doing a 150K investment. And so you should be thinking about what's the valuation that is, how market is that, right? Like, is that a market deal or market terms? So I'm not saying those are all bad, but I do think that you just need to really try and deeply understand what the mechanics of that looks like with respect to other programs and offers out there. The other component is essentially what it's going to look like when this converts at a priced round. And I think that this is not just for accelerators, it's for every founder. One of the biggest things that I see with founders is shock when they realize how much dilution they're going to take on by the time that they're going and doing a price round at seed or Series A. And they realize, like, holy shit, I thought I had 50% of this company and I have 30 or 25, right? After you have to give, like, a pool to employees and all these things, and you like really step back and you're like, I own so little of this business. And so I really think every founder needs to be super hardcore about understanding how much dilution they're taking on, and the pre-money, the post-money, even for YC, like at what point does that convert? At what point do they get their 7%? Or, how does it really work, the mechanics of it? And this is one thing that's counterintuitive, but a lot of founders want to be cheap, right? And are trying to find ways to save money. Don't cheap out on like legal costs. It's actually one of the few things that I think like you just need to work with a world-class counsel on this, because I've seen so many founders get screwed over by working with counsel that just doesn't work with startups or doesn't work with really good ones, right? Yeah. And like there's 4 or 5 firms out there that I think you should go work with. It's Goodwin, it's Cooley, right? Like it's these it's these lawyers that essentially have like an incredible brand, and get a deal with them, right? Have them defer 20K worth of fees or something, like figure out what other founders have gotten in terms of a deal and try and get that from them. But you need to have a lawyer go through that contract with you and flag anything that doesn't look market, because they've seen hundreds of these, right? And they're going to be able to tell you what's market and not.